Hey scrappers, hey recyclers, hey everybody else watching, thank you very much again for tuning into our channel, watching one of our videos. Feel free to hit that subscribe button to help our channel grow, and like the videos and comment. We love hearing from you guys. Excuse me, coffee, it's a must have. I can't operate without my caffeine. So we're going to be scrapping down this microwave for this video. Okay, it's been tested, it's knackered, it's came in. We've scrapped these down scrap these down quite often, so I thought we'd do a quick video on one. They're very easy to take apart and it gives you a chance to see what we do with the stuff. Okay, so first off, there you go, junk, crap. Okay, get rid. No use to us. I know some people sell them on eBay for spares and repairs, but we don't. So first thing first, let's get this cover off. Usually Phillips head screwdrivers, trusty drill. Sometimes you get some screws that are like security screws, they've got the little nodule in the middle, but this one is all Phillips heads. I'll give it a wee, well, as far as I'm aware, give it a wee check before I put the video on. So, it's a terrible day here, nothing but rain the last couple of days. So I've been in here getting a load of stuff sorted out, and we thought we'd just get out, save some space, get this microwave out of the way. So, screws in the screw bin, and this lifts off. There you go. Now, is it good stainless steel or is it bad stainless steel? Let's have a check. Good old neodymium magnet. It's magnetic, so it's cheap crap. That just goes to metal recycling. Excuse the noise. Little looky in here for you. Okay, so got tiny little power board there. Got your magnetotron there. Got your light bulb there. Got a light for inside there. Flip it around. Okay, nice big heavy transformer there with copper and aluminium. Got another tiny little one here for the motor. We'll get that out. Got a nice high voltage capacitor. We've actually got quite a few of those. We need to get them tested and up for resale. So what we'll do, we'll just start taking the screws out and see what falls out. It's easiest. That does not want to come out with that screwdriver head. Come on. That is well stuck on there. That's it. Pliers. Now this micro has not been turned on for quite some time, so I'm quite happy I'm not going to get any discharge off the capacitor or anything like that, but we'll still wear our gloves and be safe in the meantime. Okay, so I've got a cable there that goes for stripping down. I really do need to get a small impact driver or something, like an electric one or battery one. All I've got is this drill, so feel free to hit the donate link, help us get some more tools. It's not just me that uses them, some of the volunteers use them as well. So it all helps. So, these spade connectors, get the heat sensors. I said light bulb earlier on, I didn't mean light bulb, sorry, I meant thermostat. That's what that is. It doesn't want to come off. Little thermostat. Who's to us? There's a light bulb. Okay. So that actually is used to us, believe it or not. That can be reused. So we just snip that off. Some low grade cables, a little bit of other cables are stripping down. Plastic waste. Bin. Big red bin. Like we have here. Screws. Screw bin. apart from a big transformer, high voltage capacitors, only other thing you really get in this, if it's a very expensive microwave, you'll get some stainless steel with it, good stainless steel. Apart from that, you'll get a little motor with copper, the big capacitors, the big transformer, magnetrons, tiny little power board, and a little bit of mylar, and metal. That's usually all you get off these. So there you go. We'll get the copper off that, metal, get the plastic off it, metal goes in the metal bin, so that's something we'll sort out in a minute. More plastic, big bin. Take the spade connectors off this. Does not want to shift. Try and do it the old-fashioned way. Still doesn't want to shift. Okay. There's always one it does not want to come out. There we go. Screw bin. There's another one. There's only 2 screws holding this on. And there's magnetron. As always, got to be careful with the powdered bit on diode. 2 big heavy magnets. We'll strip this down. I'll do another video on stripping these down. Some copper wire in there, some magnets. Really, that's all you get out of these, and a little bit of brass there, brass mesh. We'll do another video on scrapping them down. I've got a whole box to get scrapped down. So, can we get the screw out of here? Not that it matters, just being pernickety. Screw bin. Right, I get down here for the capacitor, if I can reach. Most of these screws come off pretty easy, especially once you find the right screwdriver head for them. And as I say, it is pinging down rain today. Terrible. Absolutely roasting now, still absolutely roasting. Typical July weather in Scotland. Scrap metal. And then I'll just take these spades off. 1 high voltage capacitor. Now you can put these on eBay and get about £15, up to £15 for one of these. Get that clean off so you can see it. Okay, so you can get that on eBay. We'll check it's working. Okay, it's got the bleeder on it as well. So we'll check that is working and we'll get it on eBay with the rest of them once they're all tested. All we do is get the not the voltage meter, the multimeter. We'll do a continuity test on it, and if it all passes, no bother at all, we'll get it up for resale. There's many things you can do with them. Should feel free. In fact, what I'll do, I'll put a link in a video to some of the uses you can get from those capacitors, and I'll also put a link in the video, in the description for this video, for other people's videos that how they've tested them as well, so you can have a look, because we've not done a test video on it yet. And by the time you watch this video, we still wouldn't have had ours done. So I'll put a link up to a few other people's pages who have worked on them before. Feel free to let them know that we sent you their way. Right, here's the screw bin. Plate. That should just come out of it. There you go. Nice, big, heavy transformer. Now what we'll do with this, as always, we'll just smash through the weld here. Either smash through it or cut through it with a grinder. I tend to use a grinder. This whole bit will come down, and then we'll get the aluminium copper out of that. Metal, again, to the metal bin. Cheap steel, the metal bin. Okay, tiny little motor in here. Get that in a minute. Try and get some of these low-grade cables out of the way. We will be doing a run to the metal yard soon. We've got a couple of wheelie bins of low and high grade cables to put in, and There we go. Still got some scrap metal to get rid of as well. So we'll be filming that. We went last week a load of stainless steel and aluminium. So we just we didn't have time to get the other metals and stuff ready. So we'll definitely have to be going back with the cables and some scrap steel. So we've got all this metal scrap steel off this micro. I've got a load of transformers down there. You can't, just off camera angle, you can't see the scrap down. I've got a few other little bits and bobs to scrap down with, so it'll add to this small scrap steel pile. This is the fiddly little bits now. I've got the motors off. There's one little motor bottom come off, but now it's just getting the plastic and door off. And these switches, so got some switches there. We'll get the connectors out of them, we'll get the brass bits out, we'll get the connectors out. Sometimes you'll find a good bit of silver in here, tiny little bits of silver, but still okay for collecting. So I'll just give them a little nudge out. 1, 2, 3, and then waste plastic. So we'll get them looked at. Door. There we go. Just hoping that would come out. Just a power board. Couple of cut screws. Excuse the shouting, that's my partner shouting at the dogs. That's me just told her I'm filming to shut her crap hole. She knew I'm filming, she just doesn't listen. So sorry about the noise, guys. All she seems to do is know how to shout. But again, you've only got one tool in the toolbox, that's what you tend to use it all the time. That's my partner. Just shouting all the time. No, I'm just kidding. She's not that bad. She's lovely when you get to know her. Right. So, 4 more screws here. I'm just using this manual driver. It saves changing the head on the drill. Screw bin. Where's that go? Screw bin. There's just buttons on that one, no mylar or nothing. So sometimes you get a little pad in there that's got mylar on it. Nothing on this one, just some plastic. And then a very low grade board. Okay, a couple of little copper contacts in there. Okay, there'll be a little bit of brass in there. Chip, but really not much there, so I'll just stick that in the low grade pile for our eBay sales, because we do actually get sales in that. Is this going to come off easy? Hopefully. Little screwdriver, give it a wee wedge. There we go. See if we can get his bezel off. Doesn't want to shift. There we go. Plastic, get rid. Couple of screws on the door, on the corner, sorry, of this glass plate. Screw bin. Screw bin. Screw bin once I get it. And screw bin. Fell before, but I'll get it. Okay, metal, plastic. I just stick that straight in the metal bin. What way it is. This is just plastic and cheap glass. So what we'll do is take the screws out of that. Carefully ease that glass off without breaking it. Get rid of that. I'll get that in a glass bin. And then plastic for the normal big red bin we got. So, there's your microwave. All that's left now is to get this little motor off, which is just, there's one screw here. Done. And that is how you do a microwave. All in all, about 15 minutes, and probably could do it a lot faster if I wasn't on camera and telling my partner to wheesht. So, all in all, probably 10 minutes, scrap one down. If I was doing it on my own, 10 minutes or less. Speed scrapping. I might actually do a video on speed scrapping. But that's got really nice fine copper in that. We just crush them open, pull the reel out and get the copper. Again, this just gets cut down. Take the side off, get the bits out. We'll do a separate video on these magnetrons. Just be careful when you're taking this off for this, okay? It can cause some serious health concerns. And then we'll get plastic off of this. We'll hammer the reel out. In fact, I might even show you how to do it now. Plastic just gets pulled off. This I'll put in my trusty little vise. Just let me get this in here and I'll move the camera for you. Okay, you can just see that there. And hammer. Yeah. Funny. See if it wants to stay in the vise this time. Helps to tighten up, doesn't it? Give it a wee tap. It does not want to stay in this vise today, does it? Normally I remove all the other bits of metal so it's flat. But for you guys, I'm not. There we go. Third time lucky. Nice little reel of copper. Comes out nice and easy. It just fits in there. Don't need to cut them. It just fits in those little bits there. And you hammer them out. So that goes to metal now. Okay. All you got to do is pop the centre bit out. Snip the ends and the copper just comes right off. Simple. Now, I know a lot of people can't be bothered recovering the copper from these, but for the sake of giving something a tap with a hammer and then taking the pliers to the plastic top, you end up getting a fair bit of copper out of it. And when you get a lot of these, it mounts up very quickly. And as always, we'll end up melting this down in ingots. There you go, didn't take long. Done. So, all in all folks, that's it. Thank you for watching the video. Feel free to give any comments. It's just a quick video today, so that's a space on our shelf opened up. That's a microwave scrap down, and you've seen what's inside it. We'll do future videos on those getting done, probably opening a few of these up to show you what's in them as well. Okay, and again, low grade, that just goes to rubbish. Metal, switches, that's it. There's not much else in these, okay? And then if you're lucky, you'll get a good bit of stainless steel, but if they're a cheaper model, you'll just get crap steel. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe, watch our other videos, give us a comment, check us out on social media, help us continue to grow. Thank you very much, folks.